following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
What is up and what's happening, everybody? I am your host, Blake Lane, and thank you for joining me for another episode of the Up-Tempo Podcast. Here to talk about the Auburn Baseball Tigers once again, and what a fitting end to the regular season. The Auburn Tigers sweep Missouri at Plainsman Park. Your Auburn Tigers have won 8 SEC games in a row to finish out SEC play 17-13 on the year. How far have we come, right? 5-10 in the first 15 and finished the year 12-3 on the backstretch. Just standing O to the staff, standing O to Butch Thompson, standing ovation to this pitching staff. The lineup has been deadly all year. Guys like Chase Allsup, man, just stepping up, improving when people were doubting you. You know, it's been a testament to how good Butch Thompson is as a head baseball coach. And I kind of wanted to start there tonight. And just, you know, I look back at the beginning of the year and I see so many people saying, hey, we need to have a conversation about Butch and let's talk about Butch Thompson. And Auburn baseball was supposed to be really, really good this year. And here we are, struggling to make Hoover, and they're saying that after the Alabama series that the season's over. Look, it looked a little dark, right? You know, even myself, I remember tweeting out, I said, hey, I'm not sure we make the postseason if we lose this Alabama series. And that's exactly when things turned around. You know, you had the big Mississippi State series at home, and I tweeted out today what was my biggest turning point in Auburn's season, and it was the Bryson Ware 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th at Plainsman against Mississippi State in that game 3 when Auburn was down 10-8 and the season was hanging in the balance. You know, but that's what Butch Thompson and this staff just keeps reiterating, right? Is you don't stop. You don't stop scratching. You don't stop fighting. And you pour your blood, sweat, and tears, all right, into each and every pitch, right? And, you know, I watched this Missouri series this past weekend. And this is an Auburn team that could have caught the noise, right? This is an Auburn team that could have looked into the media and said, okay, well, now guess what? We are in the postseason. We can go in here and lay an egg against Missouri. We can just, you know, we can go in here and lay down. We're in the postseason. But instead, you saw an Auburn team that was ready to fight the fight. Senior weekend, all right? Case and Howell's last go at Plainsman Park, right? Your team leader, you're one of your team captains, man. You're not going to go out like that. And that is what Butch continues to preach, all right? Hellacious coaching job from this staff. Absolutely incredible from Butch Thompson. This team went in, handled business, and we're going to talk about some of these performances on this pitching staff. But in Game 3, you saw it. All right, you're battle tested. You're down late in the innings. You're looking for one of your key contributors to step up. This offense keeps plugging away. If your pitching staff can just keep your opponent at bay, just somewhat at bay, Auburn can win any baseball game they are in because their offense is that deadly. It's that deadly. I'm telling you, when this pitching staff is on, you know this offense is going to hit. This team can go to Omaha, and they can go far in Omaha. That's how serious I am about this baseball team. 100%. I am on board. I think this team is 10 times better than last year's team. Yeah, I said it. I do. I think they're better than last year's team. I do. I really do. Especially with Chase also becoming the guy that we thought he was going to be at the beginning of the year. And with that, I will start with Game 1 against the Missouri Tigers. Look, Mother Nature played a part again this weekend, right? Comes in, we end up having to play a doubleheader on Friday. We were supposed to play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But didn't go that way, right? So push comes to shove. Chase Allsup gets the go in game one like he has been the past 2-3 weeks. And look, Auburn didn't hit the baseball. All right. You get an Ike Irish bomb and you get a Bryson Ware bomb. All right. Those were the two big swings for the Auburn Tigers. The Missouri pitcher lights out. He was matching Chase Allsup. He just made two mistakes. All right. He made two bad pitches all day, and it ended up biting him. But Auburn gets it done 4-0. They squeeze one out, and Chase Allsup 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks. That is one of the most impressive stats that I pick up from him in the 7 Ks, man. He was just absolutely challenging their hitters, their best hitters. The man kid was saying, hey, 97, buy you. All right. Love to see it. That's what you want to see from a guy like Chase Allsup. That's what I expect to see from a guy like Chase Allsup, right? 0 earned runs, and you're getting that from Chase Allsup. If you get that, if you were the Auburn Tigers and you get that from Chase Allsup, and then you have Tanner Bauman coming in and giving you scoreless, 2 innings, scoreless, this is a recipe to be deep in Omaha. It's the recipe. Because your offense, Auburn is going to score. They hit it too well. This lineup is too deep. Chris Stanfield at the leadoff spot. He made an impact in game 1. He just makes things happen. They're that good. Cole Foster in the 2-hole. It's nasty, people. Bobby Barrels, Cooper McMurray, Ike Irish. They're just nasty. Nasty. This offense is College World Series final good. I'm telling you. That's how good they are. And how impressive Chase Allsup was in that game 1 Friday. And you match that with a healthy Tommy Vale, a healthy Christian Herberholtz. That's 3 starters right there that you will put up against anybody in the country. Show me the lie. Where's it at? Those are 3 guys that you will put up. You will take those 3 guys into a 3-game set, and you're fully expecting to take 2 out of 3. I'm taking those 3 guys to Omaha and saying, hey, we got a shot to win the whole damn thing. I mean, Chase has turned it on, and he has brought life into this pitching staff. This was a guy that everybody was putting on the bookshelf a month ago, and he's brought life. And he has kept people like Tanner Bauman, Will Cannon from having to come in and start games when they shouldn't have to. That was really throwing a wrench into the bullpen earlier in the year. I don't know if you really caught on to it, but it was damaging the bullpen early on in the year. It really was, because you were expecting Chase to be that Friday night guy, and it didn't happen. It didn't work out. But goodness, he come on. I mean, impressive the job that he has done. And he talked about in the in-game interview, I believe it was in game 2, about the working with the grips and the cutter and slider and everything, and just that's a true competitor. When I talk about being competitive and competing and being around the zone, that's what true competitors do. All right. You get in the lab and you work on things. You realize, hey, I'm not at my best right now. But in order for this team to win and advance and get to the biggest stage in college baseball, I got to get my ass in the lab and I got to compete. I got to figure out what's wrong. And that's what Chase Allsup did. And that is why he gets the ultimate respect that he does in that clubhouse. Hell of a job, man. Hell of a job. Absolute gem in game 1. Exactly what the Auburn Tigers were looking for in game one. And it sets you up. You can go to game two. And Tommy Vale gets a stomach bug. Who do you turn to? A veteran cat in Konner Copeland. 4-1 on the year, 5 1/3 innings pitch, 3 hits, 1 walk. Beat that into your skull, Auburn fans. 1 walk. What a difference. What a difference from the beginning of the year, right? What a difference. I mean, come on. 1 walk, 5 Ks, 1 earned. Hey, you can't ask for much more, right? Your ace goes down, gets a stomach bug, is sick as a dog, and you say, "Hey, Konner, you got the ball, man." And you get a veteran senior leader stepping up. And let's say this. Let's say this. I'm going to say this was a must-win game. I'm going to say this was a must-win game for hosting purposes. And you get hit with your ace has a stomach bug. And you give the ball to Konner. Obviously, you have just all the confidence in the world in Konner, right? But that's got to be a little shaky. You know, you're expecting Tommy to go, and then, hey, Konner, you got the ball, right? But he's ready, man. He's ready. And he dominated. And once again, like Chase gave you 7. He gives you 5 1/3. It sets your bullpen up. I mean, your offense was a little bit more explosive this game. You get a Cole Foster bomb. You get a Cooper McMurray bomb. You get another Bryson Ware bomb. You know, things were clicking a little bit more on offense in game 2, right? And then you shove with Konner Copeland. Chase Isbell did come in later in the game to relieve Konner, and he did struggle a little bit. He went 2 1/3, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 1 K. But then come in Zach Crotchfeld, right? And this is a kid that we have been super high on, and Zach absolutely shoved. I think he is going to be an absolute bright spot in the future for the Auburn Tigers. I think you're going to have 2 more years out of him. He's going to move into that starting role, and he is going to be absolutely electric because we know the stuff has life, right? The fastball has life. All right. You get the off speed going, all right? And he's shown that. He's shown that later in the year as it goes on. It's really started to come together. But this guy is going to be special in an Auburn uniform. I'm telling you, he is filthy, absolutely filthy. 4 Ks the other night, just electric stuff out of the left side for Zach Crotchfeld. And then obviously Will Cannon, a guy that has just been absolute nails. You lose a guy like Blake Berhalter last year, and you think, my goodness, you know, we lose the SEC saves leader. How do we fill that gap? And you got a Will Cannon, all right there, coming right in behind him. You know, I don't want to say this. There's no replacing a guy like Blake, right? But Will Cannon has done his job. This is a guy just like Tanner Bauman, like we said earlier, who has had to step into a starting role, and he's been thrown around in middle relief in the closing role, and it's just been sporadic and all over the place, right? But now you've seen what he loves to do, and he brings the emotion. He comes in, he closes it out for you. He gets the dub for you, and seeing the intensity in Will Cannon. And I think that's a thing. This Auburn team, you know, you see them fired up, and they do show their emotion, and I love that. And I think Will's a dog. All right, he's been in some tough spots. You know, I go back to the Georgia Tech game at GT. And he gave one up, right? He gave one up. But, you know, what he did do in that game was he come in with the bases loaded and nobody were out, all right? Nobody was out. He come in, bases loaded, nobody out, and he got out of it. Now, next inning, he gave up a walk-off grand slam. But, hey, guess what? Baseball's a weird game. Shit happens, right? Oh, well. It happens. He made a pitch. Dude hit it a mile. Dude's a gamer, man. Will Cannon's a gamer. And he's the closest thing you can get to a Blake, man. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching him in that closing role this year, taking over for Berhalter. And look, moving on to Game 3. All right, no Christian Herberholz. We haven't gotten a full update on him. They're saying that he's supposed to be back for the regionals, right? But you don't know, all right? And Drew Nelson gets the go. And Drew Nelson struggles, all right? He struggled out the gate. He couldn't find the zone. It looked like the Drew Nelson from earlier in the year, right? And you start to wonder, is Drew Nelson more out of the pen? All right, this was the state of Alabama player of the year just a year ago. He's a freshman, and he's gotten a couple starts, and they've all looked the same. I'm not sure he's cut out to be a starter. All right. Guys work differently in different roles on the mound. All right. And I like Drew. I like Drew coming out in relief. And I'm just not so sure if the lights are just too bright at the beginning, him getting the start. I don't know. But every time he has started, he can't find the zone. The breaking ball is not there. The fastball is sporadic. He has no command. It's just, it hasn't been it. So Drew, he can't even get out of the first. He gives you 2 1/3, 1 hit, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 2 Ks. All right, you bring in John Armstrong. He gets you out of that inning, 1 hit. Tommy Vale comes in, 2 innings pitched, a sick Tommy Vale. All right, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned. All right, a sick Tommy Vale, a puking Tommy Vale, a Tommy Vale that looked like a ghost out there. But he come in, he throws you a pin, and we'll talk about why he come in and gave you those 2 innings, okay? And then you get the key shock. You get a baby out there, right? You're in Game 3. You're short on arms. You got to start running some kids out there. Let's be honest. Tanner Bauman really comes in and saves the day with 3 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, and 3 Ks. And this was the Ike Irish game. All right. This was the Ike Irish game. 3 for 5, 2 ribbies. He had the clutch hit. I think he is the most pure freshman hitter in college baseball as far as being able to hit the ball to all parts of the field. He will bring more power within the next 2 years. Let it come. Let it get there. I know everybody's like, oh, he's only got 5 bombs on the year. It will come. It will come. I promise. He sprays the ball to all parts of the field, and it is absolutely phenomenal to watch him take an AB. I mean, the kid has no business playing. He has no business playing college baseball. Let's be honest. He doesn't. Zero business playing college baseball. Him actually getting onto campus, I said today in a tweet, him actually getting onto campus was also one of the biggest parts in Auburn's season because he is that damn good. That 2-strike pitch he hit the other way, shortstop, faded up the middle. Hell of a piece of hitting. I mean, the guy, he doesn't do too much. And I know Gabe preaches that, right? I know Gabe preaches that. That is big in Gabe's philosophy of hitting. Don't do too much. 2-strike hitting. All right, put the ball in play. Great things happen, right? Nate LaRue, another guy that has come in, has got hot. Caden Green has come in and gotten hot. Those 2 in the 8 and 9 hole, I can't tell you how big that is for both of them to come in and get hot. Nate LaRue, don't do too much. All right? Don't do too much. Let the hands go, baby. Let the hands go. Let it fly. Caden Green, working AB. Caden Green has been so damn good at battling and extending ABs. That is what you want out of an 8 hole. That is exactly what you want, man. I tell people all the time, as a second baseman, you want a guy 250, 260 as a second baseman and plays elite defense like the play he made up the middle against Missouri off the bag? Yeah, hell yeah. Give me that all day, every day. Nate LaRue, I posted one last week. He was hitting 292 Mississippi State series and on. And he hits a bomb this series. I mean, the dude, he's on fire right now. Stop the Nate hate. It's over with. It's dead. The dude, another back pick this weekend. All right. Don't get caught sleeping down there at first, man. This game 3 was a perfect example of hosting on the line. You're down. You answer, they answer. You answer again, they answer again. You're short on arms. Offense doesn't care. All right. You battle. The offense, remember just a minute ago, I said, keep them at bay. If the pitching staff can keep the opponent at bay, somewhat at bay, all right, under 10 runs. Under 10 runs, this Auburn offense, this Auburn team can strike people. At any given time, this offense can strike. Bryson Ware, 21 bombs on the year. Cole Foster is seeing beach balls right now. Beach balls in the 2-hole. Chris Stanfield, have fun. The kid puts it in play and he makes things happen. The high chopper down the line. I mean, he's just a hell of an athlete. And when he puts the ball in play, I can tell you this. If you field it and you pat your glove, he's through first base bag. He's that quick. He's that quick. And on that same tweet where I said what play changed the entire season, right? You know, when Cole popped that bunt up trying to sack Chris over to second in that Mississippi State game, it was 1-1 at that point, right? And Cole popped it up to the backstop, and Mississippi State's catcher goes and slides on one knee and catches it and kind of rubs up against the backstop, and Chris tags. And even if the throw doesn't hit him off the helmet, he's there. He's there. That's how fast he is. 90 feet. 90 feet. The man can outrun a baseball. He's that quick. I'm telling you, this Auburn offense can strike at any time. I think I saw it. I saw it vanish one time this year, 2 times. The biggest time was at Alabama that it kind of vanished. Other than that, it's been one of the most electric offenses in the damn land, man. They are so much pop, man. Bobby Pierce, Cooper, Bryson, even Case and Howell. Let's talk about Case and Howell, the general. Congrats, Case and Howell, my dude, tying the doubles record at Auburn University. Good for you. I don't care if it was fluky. The general is that dude, and making the all-defensive SEC team. Congrats. So glad you come back. So glad you've been swinging it well this year. And this year we knew what we were getting back in center field on the defensive side of things, and allowing Stanfield to play left this year instead of having to step right in and play center field as a pup, as I like to call him. You know, so hell of a year from Case and Howell, man. Has been just everything we thought he would be, right? Everything we thought he would be, and even more this year with the stick. So just hell of a series to battle against Mother Nature, to battle against sickness, to battle against Christian Herberholtz, being out, and just you needed a sweep to get your name into possibly hosting, and you needed a sweep to get to 17-13 and get the number 5 overall seed in the SEC tournament. And boy, what did you do? Let's talk about it right here. Auburn gets the 5th seed in the SEC tournament, and the Tigers take on 12th seed Missouri at 7 p.m. Tuesday. Now, as I'm recording this, yes, I know Tommy Vale has been announced as the starter, and I will tell you why, right? So, tomorrow night, or if you're watching this on Tuesday morning. Tonight, in the late matchup, the Auburn Tigers are in a single elimination bracket as the 5 seed. 1 through 4 seeds get byes. So they're automatically in the double elimination bracket. So in order for Auburn to get a guaranteed 3 games in Hoover, you have to win Tuesday night. Also, for Auburn to legitimately lock down their hosting site at Plainsman Park, you need to win Tuesday night. So who else do you throw? Tommy Vale. Okay? You have to. He's your ace. You got to get the dub Tuesday night. Then you go into Vanderbilt and you throw Chase Allsup or whoever, Konner Copeland. Doesn't matter, right? Whoever, is what it is. We're not really worried about after Missouri. Now, I'm not saying you go in there against Vanderbilt and you just lay an egg. No. If you go in there against Vanderbilt and you win that game, then you might start to look at possibly being a top 8 national seed. But it all starts with winning Tuesday night against Missouri. So, yes, you have to throw Tommy Vale, and you have to secure that W. You have to secure that regional host site. Now, D1 Baseball has Auburn as a 12 seed, 12th overall seed, facing you would match up with the number 5 seed, Stanford, in the Super Regional. So, I think it was ECU as the 2 seed, Troy as the 3, and Alabama State as the 4 in the Auburn Regional. I would take that regional. Yes, I am a little worried about Troy because of their offense, right? They can mash the baseball. All right, Troy they're a talented bunch. But yes, you win Tuesday night and you are solidified as a host. It is locked down. You're at 18 SEC wins. It is a lock. You keep winning. You win Wednesday, and it starts turning into possibly do you overtake Virginia as a top 8 seed? It's there. It's there for the taking. It's not out of the realm of possibility. It could happen. Win a few games. Now, it was brought to my attention earlier today that I think like the last 5 SEC tournament winners haven't made Omaha. So do we really want to win the SEC tournament? I don't know. I think it would be a hell of an accomplishment for Auburn baseball and the program and Butch Thompson. I think it would be absolutely fantastic if Auburn wins the SEC tournament. And I'll take you back to when I had Mikey Matuk on, the LSU legend, center fielder, national champion, 2009 LSU Tiger. And he said that the SEC tournament was actually harder than Omaha. That is a quote from that episode. He said the SEC tournament was harder than the actual tournament in Omaha. He said, it's that difficult, man. This league is that difficult. He said, it cuts you from a different fabric in that tournament at Hoover. He said, it's that hard to win it. But it prepares you to go out and absolutely dominate in Omaha, Nebraska. And that one stuck with me. That one stuck with me. And so, look, what should be the expectation for Auburn and Hoover this week? To win games. All right? This is what I want Auburn fans to get in here and realize. Auburn baseball fans. I'm a huge Auburn baseball fan. I love Auburn football. I love Auburn basketball. But I can honestly say, man, I eat, sleep, and breathe Auburn baseball. I do not miss a game. Even the games that are on the radio, I sit down and listen to all 9 innings. I love it. It is a huge part of my life. Yes. These 18 to 22-year-old kids, I care I care about them. Excuse me. I care about them, man. I really do. I always DM them and tell them, hey, we're damn proud of you. All right. And I want Auburn fans to lock in right here and know that you are a baseball school. You show up to Hoover and you be damn proud of this baseball team. You support this baseball team. You get behind this baseball team. You travel with this baseball team. You get loud and proud. You have the Hoover Met rocking because you are a baseball school. And Butch Thompson said it best. The goal isn't to just get to Omaha anymore. It's to get to Omaha and win Omaha. Because I think it's coming. I really do. I think it's coming. I think a College World Series finals appearance is coming for the Auburn Tigers soon. I'm not saying this year. I'm saying soon, in the near future. I think this baseball program is on the cusp of greatness with Butch Thompson at the helm. And that is why I think you deserve a blank check. Yes, sir. Butch Thompson, blank check. Give him whatever he wants. Lifetime contract, just like Bruce Pearl got. Do not let the man get out of Auburn, Alabama. He is greatness. He has put this program back on the map. I mean, you were just 5-10, and now you're 17-13, and people are talking about you're going to host a regional, and if you you play out of your mind in Hoover this week, you might be able to bump up to a 8 or a 7 seed. Who knows? Let's have fun with it. But what is your expectation for Auburn and Hoover? Let's go win the damn thing. Let's get loud and have fun this week and show out. And put Auburn baseball in the SEC championship tier, man. Put it in the rafters. Hang the banner, man, for an SEC title. And I think it would work wonders for this program and just what Butch has already done, right? Hell of a group, hell of a team, hell of an effort. It has been so fun watching this baseball team. It has been an absolute blast. The ups and the downs and the highs and the lows and the competitors on this team and figuring out this pitching staff and the offense carrying for a majority of the season, and then the pitching staff saying, hey, we got you. All right, take a break. You've been doing so much. Take a break every once in a while. All right. It's a fun one, man. It's a fun one. And before I get out of here, I wanted to say one thing real quick. I wrote some numbers down real quick. Let me pull these up. Bryson Ware, man. The guy got second team all SEC at 3B. Okay. And no disrespect to Tommy White, right? Great player, put up hella statistics, had, I think, almost 90 RBIs on the year, right? Was statistically great. But who meant more to his baseball team? Bryson Ware. Okay. Bryson Ware was that freaking dude for the Auburn Tigers this year. Every time we needed Bryson Ware to step up, he was there. We lost against Georgia Tech that night, but Bryson Ware was there. Bryson Ware gave us an opportunity to be there, okay? Bryson Ware against Mississippi State. Bryson Ware, the countless at-bats and the hits, the clutch moments, and the great plays at third, and just I can't say enough about the kid, man. A 358 average, 333 in SEC play, 204 at bats in 53 games played, 61 runs, 73 hits, 11 doubles, 1 triple, 21 bombs, 57 RBIs, a 730 slugging percentage, 26 walks, 9 hit by pitches, a 444 OBP. and a fielding percentage of 923, man. Not having this guy on the first team All SEC is a travesty. It's a travesty because he is the most valuable player for this Auburn baseball team. He kept the motor churning, all right? One of the most chillest, coldest moments that I've had watching Auburn baseball. I'll bring it up again, man. I'll bring it up again. The bottom of the eighth, Mississippi State, 10-8 game. And Bryson connects, man. 3-run bomb. Chilling. I mean, I get chills, man. This dude's a grinder. All right. He's a guy that played his role last year. You know, it was for the most part a defensive substitution, was hosing people from left field, and just a gamer, man. A gamer, you know, and not a lot of people thought he was gonna even get to start at third this year, you know, like we didn't know. And until late in the fall, you know, Lindsey kept saying that Bryson Ware was the guy at third, and it kept looking like Bryson. And man, we're so glad it is, because what a guy, you know, what a damn baseball player. And leaving him off of that list was an absolute travesty, because at the end of the day, yes, Tommy White, hellacious season, hellacious baseball player, but who meant more to their team this year? And I truly believe that was Bryson Ware. Bryson Ware is Auburn baseball. Bryson Ware is everything that you want in a baseball player. Hell of a kid, hell of an Auburn graduate, hell of a team leader, and one of the coldest dudes to ever wear the jersey. Bryson Ware. Tip my cap to you, sir. Hell of a year, man. Hell of a year, 8. Enjoyed every minute of it, brother. It was special, truly special. To this team, I love each and every one of you, all right? I love each and every one of you. I've enjoyed breaking down this year with my buddy Dustin. It has been a phenomenal year to talk about you guys each and every chance I get. It has been so much fun to get on here, to upload these videos on YouTube, to see the views grow each and every week. My main goal is to have a ton of people talking about Auburn baseball. That's all I want. You know, I love it. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. And any chance I get to watch my Auburn Tigers play, damn it, I'm going to do it. And to have guys like Cooper and Tanner, you know, hopefully we can get that locked in and get him on the show and get those guys just interacting with the podcast. It has meant so much to me. And I have truly enjoyed interacting with your families on Twitter. I have enjoyed that. Trust me. It has been an honor and a pleasure to follow you guys. You don't know how much it means to me. Each and every one of you, like I said, I love you. I care about you. Go to Hoover and show out. Go to Hoover and put your stamp on this tournament, and then get ready for regionals and to put your stamp on this postseason and show the country what Auburn baseball is about, because they better know we're coming. And with that being said, I'm out. I'll catch you all on the next one. War Damn Eagle.